What's up, y'all? Hello and welcome to Talks and Tea with Queen D. That's me. and I just wanted to toast to a brand new month, the month of August, my month. Leo, big Leo energy over here. And tonight, the tea that I have, and we're going to get to the talks in just a moment, but the tea that I have is a blend of hibiscus, fenugreek, red raspberry, peppermint tea, and then I put some Ceylon cinnamon in here as well as some French vanilla oat milk because I don't do dairy milk, and also have some blueberry sea moss that I put in here as well. And it will let us toast to wonderful, wonderful health with our tea. Mm. Oh, it's so creamy. And it just, ooh, that tastes so good. Oh, still got all over and everything. That's so good. But anyway, I just wanted to um, talk a little bit on the tea, and then I'm going to go right into my topic for tonight on wellness. So, the intention of what I'm going to be sharing with you guys is going to be some healthy teas. I have some healthy tea blends that I like to drink. And we'll, kind of talk about the benefits of those tea blends, things like that. But also, I have a health topic, health and wellness topic that I like to dive into as well. And sometimes I'll have guests on and, cut up and, just do what we do. But the very first herb that I wanted to get to is the fenugreek. So fenugreek is an herb that
Chose
also
to
has been
speed
studied
through a
for
bit
a
for
variety
time
of potential
purposes,
benefits. These
but
include stem
please
cell
do your
stability,
own research as
boosting
well.
I can't even get it out. Testosterone in men, and in women, it increases milk production. If you are pregnant or nursing the baby, you would love to have some fenugreek tea every morning just to get everything flowing. It also reduces it lowers your cholesterol, it reduces inflammation, it aids in appetite control. And that's for people that are looking to lose weight. This is definitely a good herb to invest in and have in your cabinet. Blood sugar regulation, like I said already, and some other potentials is that it helps with menstrual cramps for us women, digestion, and even potentially protect against certain cancers. So that's just a few things about fenugreek. You definitely do your own research about it, but it is a very, very good one to have in your medicine cabinet, um, because we know our herbs are medicine and medicine is our herbs. Okay, so the very next one that I'm gonna talk on is the hibiscus tea benefits. I'm just gonna do a little brief stuff. Hibiscus lowers blood pressure, regulates blood sugar, improves cholesterol levels. It also is promoting very good digestion, health. It fights oxidative stress, boosts your immune system, supports liver health. So that's a really big one. Aids in bacterial infections. It's rich in iron. So definitely do your research about hibiscus. Red raspberry will be the next one. Like I said, I'm gonna go through these like really quick because I don't want to be before you long. Red raspberry, I'm pretty sure a lot of us women, and some may not know this, but it's very good for menstrual cramps. It eases menstrual cramps. It helps, it's really deep red, and we all should know that anything that's really deep red helps with blood flow. So red raspberry and hibiscus both are really good for that. Eases menstrual cramps, supports pregnancy. If you are pregnant, you can definitely have this herb, but definitely talk everything over with your healthcare provider. This is for, educational purposes only. I'm not trying to have to say this that I'm not trying to diagnose anyone, but, we have to get that part out. But herbs is natural, so I would say herbs over chemicals anyway. Okay, so balance your hormones, digestive health, improves digestion, it reduces nausea, boosts immunity, reduces inflammation, improves your bone health, and promotes lactation as well in mothers that are nursing the babies. So red raspberry and fenugreek can be a great blend for you mothers if when you are pregnant and stuff like that. So the very next one that I had was peppermint, and peppermint is very, very good. It has a lot of good properties to it. Okay, just gonna go over a few. Aiding in digestion, of course, relieving nausea. It's really good for nausea if you That's another one, mothers. If you are dealing with nausea during like your earliest trimester, you can definitely pick up some peppermint tea, drink, sip on that to help you improve focus and memory. So you want to do that. Digestive aid, respiratory relief is very, very good for relieving your respiratory. If you're dealing with cold, COVID, anything like that, peppermint is very good. You can actually steam with it as well. Brain boost, peppermint tea may improve the focus, memory, and your mental clarity, stress and mood, skin soothing. So definitely look up some of the benefits of having peppermint tea as well. I have some Ceylon cinnamon in here, and I'm not going to go into the cinnamon and the oat milk and the I think that's it for that. I'm not going to go into those, but the blueberry sea moss, well, I will look up the benefits of sea moss really, really quick for those that do not know. I do sell sea moss, and I could do different little consultations to kind of let you know a little bit more about sea moss. But just really briefly, sea moss has 92 minerals. I'm gonna say this without even pulling up some of the benefits of it. But it, naturally our body needs 102 minerals to stay in optimal health, and sea moss has 92 all by itself. So that speaks volumes of just what sea moss can do and how it can keep your body in optimal health throughout the day. So going into some of its benefits, though, it supports the thyroid. I know a lot of us Black women, we deal with thyroid issues in the Black community. So definitely start stocking up on your sea moss if you're young. If you already deal with thyroid issues, definitely talk with your healthcare professional. But this would definitely be something that you might want to start adding to your diet. It boosts the immune system, improves gut health, and promotes heart health as well. Also, it's an anti-inflammatory, and I know this for a fact because I have an uncle that, just a little small testimonial, I have an uncle that has gout really bad, and I gave him, he was having a flare up, and I gave him like maybe a shot glass, maybe about this high, maybe this size around, but I gave him a little shot of some sea moss that I had. I was like, Uncle, I want you to take this and give it about 30 minutes. If you still feel like you're throwing up, then we'll get ready to go over to the hospital. And sure enough, by those 30 minutes, by the time it was over, he wasn't even remembering that he was hurting. And when I brought it back up to him, he started listening. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I feel a little better. I do feel a little better. I can feel it a little bit. So it hadn't got all the way in the system yet, but to me, it was almost like somebody taking a Tylenol or the ibuprofen. You know what I'm saying? When you first hear them, they say, oh, my headache is starting to go away, something like that. So that's what I thought about. And I'm like, wow, sea moss, it took that information right out of him. So that's just one of the things as far as anti-inflammatory that I can say as a testimonial for something that I've seen myself. But definitely do your own research. There's some other really, really wonderful things about it on here, but I'm not going to go into that because I do want to get over into my topic now. So let's have another sip of tea with Kween D. I'm having a my tea is like, it's not hot. It's not a hot tea right now. I have some more warming in there, but I just wanted to finish this up. This is so good, and I had it kind of chilled, and so it just tastes like a cool chai tea or something to me. It's so good. It's like I can just drink it all up at one time. I don't want to get free. Okay. So anyway, moving right along, the topic that I wanted to discuss today for our health and wellness is overcoming overthinking. Okay, so I know a lot of us in our community, we deal with the overthinking, stressing, different things like that. I just wanted to touch on that just briefly, and just having us to, do some meditation. There's a lot of different things that we can do when you start to overthink. One of the things that I think about that, helps me out a lot is taking some deep breaths in the moment when you start to overthink or you start to get anxious or something like that. Take some deep breaths, where you can, get yourself back in alignment. Some things that I do, like if I'm feeling some pain or feeling some, one thing you want to do is you want to acknowledge where you're feeling that, that shift in your body when you start to overthink. So if it's something that's going on in your life and you're just, pondering on it, it won't go anywhere, you can actually take that thought and you can shift it and you can turn it into something else entirely. That's called transmuting that energy. So you can do transmutation. You can also tap a certain part of your body and just kind of like, especially if you're feeling it in your chest, you can just kind of like maybe tap your chest while saying, maybe a mantra in your head or something, or you can kind of push that energy up and out, of your body. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to get these different energies and, any kind of pain or stress that you have in your body, because it's all about health and wellness. And in our community, unfortunately, there was not a lot of people that taught us this when we were younger. So we have a lot of anger and pent up frustration that's on the inside of us, and we don't even know what to do with it. And it ends up translating in our body as pain. And so you start to have inflammation in your knees, and your throat starts to hurt. I don't know if you've ever noticed it, like maybe like when you get ready to cry, if you got a really hard something that happens in the middle of your throat, that's energy that's trapped there. And what you can do is you can start to massage that up and out, massage your body and push that out that way, like that. And you will start to, see that it will help you to navigate that energy. So that's one of the things with overcoming overthinking. I'm not going to go into too much right now, because I do want to save some of these topics for another recording. I want y'all to like and subscribe, and definitely share if this is going to help and if it resonates with somebody and can give you some health and some wellness. I want you to take that, definitely take that and implement it into your life. Another thing that you can do when you are sitting at home and trying to meditate, one thing that I definitely want to talk about is, as you're doing your meditations and doing your breath work, make sure that you are giving yourself grace, because a lot of the times we'll sit down and we'll say, I can't meditate because my mind always goes somewhere else. Well, that's true. It starts to do that at first, but if you give yourself grace and just slightly bring that thought back around when you're sitting there, and if you notice that your mind kind of go off onto what you got to do for the day, or maybe some type of maybe some food you got to cook later on, or some event that you were supposed to be going to. Sometimes our minds will do that, and you just have to give yourself grace. You have to have control over your body, and instead of saying, "Oh, I can't do this," don't give in to that temptation. Just think on the thought, let the thought pass, and then slowly bring yourself back to whatever it was that you went into meditation for anyway. If you were, meditating or praying about a specific situation, or if you, maybe had a specific mantra that you were saying to yourself, or affirmation, or you were speaking the word to yourself, you want to bring yourself back to that thought. So those are just a few things that I wanted to touch on when it comes down to overcoming overthinking, anxiety, stress, frustration, anything like that. And I hope that it will help you all to be well and, to have good health. That's really what it's all about. It's just, standing in our power and reclaiming our health back. And that's what I want to make sure that I bring to you guys in the form of my wonderful tea with Kween D, as well as sharing a bit of information. So you guys drop in the comments a topic that you would like for me to talk about, or things that you would like for us to discuss together, because this is a safe space. We are going to learn together how to overcome the things that maybe some of us did not know or were not taught when we were younger. And that's what it's all about. I've heard this all my life. Each one teach one. So that's what we're here to do. And that's what I'm going to bring to you on this show. So I hope that someone was touched. I hope that you will be able to implement these different little small nuggets into your daily life and your daily practice, and that it will bring you much wellness, much peace, and much success and love and prosperity, all of that. So I am Kween D, and I will be back with my tea the next time, and I hope that everyone has a blessed and well night. Happy August. This is August the 1st, and I do want to say happy August to everyone. This is my month, and 7th. So happy birthday, early birthday to me. My mother's birthday is tomorrow. I have some other family members' birthdays is here in August. So this is a very rejoicing time. You know, be well, be with your families, love on each other, you know, and just practice good health and staying positive and be well.